Hi, my name is Radiance Brooks, and today I'll be presenting my project titled Blue Carbon Storage and Protection Priorities in Corpus Christi Wetlands. This work focuses on assessing carbon-rich wetland areas and their vulnerability to sea level rise, as well as whether they're currently protected. Wetlands play a key role in storing blue carbon, which is carbon captured by coastal ecosystems. These areas help reduce climate change impacts, improve water quality, and support biodiversity. My project looks at how much carbon is stored in Corpus Christi wetlands and whether those areas are protected. The main objectives were to assess carbon density in wetlands, identify areas at risk from 3 feet and 4 feet of sea level rise, rank zones based on carbon value and sea level rise risk, and compare the acreage of protected versus unprotected wetlands. I used National Wetlands Inventory data clipped to Corpus Christi. Wetland types were assigned average carbon values and data was converted to raster format. I overlaid sea level rise rasters from NOAA, then used reclassification to identify priority zones. Finally, I intersected PAD-US protected land data with wetlands to assess how much is already protected. This map shows the carbon density across Corpus Christi wetlands. Reds indicate areas with higher carbon density. On the right, you can see a total carbon storage calculated by raster cell. These maps help guide my analysis of what areas are storing the most carbon. Here you can see the areas affected by 3 feet of sea level rise. These are low-lying wetlands that could be flooded, potentially releasing stored carbon if not protected or restored. On this map, we can see areas at risk with 4 feet of rise. The impacted areas extend slightly. These maps help visualize which high carbon areas are most exposed and needs attention. Here we have a blue carbon priority zone map of Corpus Christi. By combining sea level rise exposure and carbon density, I created a priority map. The darker colors represent areas with high carbon and high sea level rise risk. These zones are the most important for protection or restoration planning. This chart compares total wetland area by protection status. While 249,000 acres are protected, over 54,000 acres of wetlands are unprotected, many of which still hold significant carbon. To summarize, most carbon-rich wetlands are already protected, but unprotected wetlands still store large amounts of carbon. The priority zones help highlight where restoration or protection efforts should focus next. In conclusion, expanding protection to include high-carbon unprotected wetlands could support climate goals. Future research should consider land ownership, restoration potential, and degradation risk. This work helps support regional conservation and resilience planning. Here are my references. Blue carbon is more than just a buzzword. It's a path towards real, measurable climate solutions. Thank you for watching.